In the heart of Africa, there was a powerful kingdom ruled by King Ose and Queen Ajua. They were a loving couple, but despite their best efforts, they had no children to inherit the kingdom. The king and queen were worried, as they knew that without an heir, their kingdom would be vulnerable to external threats. Unbeknownst to the king and queen, their best friend and advisor, a man named Kweku, had been secretly manipulating their lives. Kweku was a skilled herbalist, and he had given the king a herbal concoction to drink when he was sick several years ago. The concoction had rendered the king infertile, and Kweku had been waiting patiently for the perfect moment to strike. As the years passed, the king and queen grew older, and their concerns about the future of their kingdom deepened. Kweku, sensing their vulnerability, began to spread rumors and lies about the king and queen, telling the people that they were unfit to rule and that the kingdom needed new leadership. The king and queen were unaware of Kweku's treachery, and they continued to trust him as their loyal friend and advisor. But Kweku's ambition and greed had consumed him, and he was determined to take the kingdom for himself. One day, Kweku led a coup against the king and queen, using his influence and power to turn the kingdom's soldiers against their rulers. The king and queen were overthrown, and Kweku took the throne for himself. But the king and queen were not ready to give up. They went into hiding, determined to find a way to reclaim their kingdom. The queen, desperate to help her husband, sought out a powerful healer who lived in a nearby village. The healer, a wise and kind old man named Akwasi, listened to the queen's story and agreed to help the king. Akwasi gave the king a special medicine that counteracted the effects of Kweku's herbal concoction, and soon the king's fertility was restored. Months later, the queen became pregnant, and the king and queen were overjoyed. They knew that their child would be the key to reclaiming their kingdom. When the queen gave birth to a healthy baby boy, the king and queen knew that their chance had finally come. They rallied their loyal supporters and launched a counter-coup against Kweku. The battle was fierce, but in the end, the king and queen emerged victorious. Kweku was punished for his treachery, and the king and queen were restored to their rightful place on the throne. The king and queen ruled their kingdom with wisdom and justice, and their son grew up to be a strong and brave young man. The kingdom prospered under their rule, and the king and queen never forgot the lessons they had learned about the dangers of deceit and betrayal. Years later, when the king and queen were old and gray, they passed on the throne to their son, who ruled the kingdom with the same wisdom and justice as his parents. The kingdom continued to thrive, and the legacy of King Ose and Queen Ajua lived on for generations to come.